Welcome to the RIOT podcast. A couple things you don't know about today's podcast. One, I thought I was going to be late to work, and I wasn't.
You made it on time.
Because the clock I was looking at was way wrong. That's one. And two, I don't know about the melatonin. I've been taking melatonin the last couple of nights.
Yeah, but okay, he's been majorly napping, which has been great. You're catching up on sleep, but then you're still... I guess not necessarily catching up because you're getting up so early. So you've been trying to take melatonin at nighttime.
Right, to get myself to sleep.
To sleep then. Yeah. But melatonin can do some weird things sometimes.
Yeah, and then it was another one of those things today where I was out running and I was like, I could have just...
laid down and just
could have laid on the grass and slept. And I'm running. I will tell you, that's a weird mix in your body. To be running, but then to be like, I could just sleep right now.
Well, it's hard because your body's so exhausted, but yet it's so energized while it's running that your body's like, I don't know what to feel like. So.
It's a weird mix. It's like being in a bad relationship. I don't know what to feel.
But guess what?
What?
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and we worked
till 4. We don't have to feel anymore till Monday. Yay!
And today in the podcast, we talk about the last Blockbuster in the whole world.
Where is it at?
Friday the 13th, how you could celebrate if you hurry up and listen to this podcast and travel. Mission Impossible, Build-A-Bear, depression. 50% of Americans are trying to do something.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
What are they trying to do? And we give Nikki a near heart attack.
It's shocking. I'm still mad.
The funny thing is I really sincerely didn't know the difference.
That you got it wrong.
Yeah, I thought I gave Nikki some bad information that turns out to be quasi-good information.
Well, I feel relief now.
Yeah.
And I've learned to not take something for granted because it almost got taken away.
What if they take it away?
Now, if you're also a fan of me and Obi, and you want to hear more of us, you can check out the newly released RadioU Christmas in July channel. Woo! It's not a podcast, but we host Christmas music in a July setting.
Yes, indeed.
And you can check that out through our website if you go to RadioU.com, our RadioU app, and then, of course, our RadioU Roku channel if you've never downloaded those. More great content for you to experience and Christmas music.
So you guys have that. I'm going to be listening to the Christmas channel this weekend.
That will be a fun thing.
And
where's my Switch at?
It's right over here.
I'm going to be doing that this weekend.
Make sure you don't forget it.
Downloaded a fun game.
And that's also in the podcast.
Okay. Have a good weekend, guys.
Bye.
The Worst of the Riot box set is now available nowhere because we know you wouldn't want it anyway. It's The Worst of the Riot on RadioU.
Now, I want to play, or I'm planning to play Death Therapy, Slow Dance with Death. And I just want to make sure, will that be appropriate with what we're talking about?
Oh, we're going to slow dance with death, Nikki.
Because we're moving from Christmas in July to now Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, because today is Friday the 13th. Boy, I thought it was all going to be the... Wait. There it is. So today's Friday the 13th. Here's something I didn't know. Friday the 13th, the original one, was filmed in a town called Blairstown in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And they're way into it in Blairstown, Nikki.
This is their day.
It is their day.
Yeah.
They have big events, including there is a Blairstown museum that is basically all about Friday the 13th and the filming of the movie, et cetera, et cetera. They do, and this is a weird one, you can do a Friday the 13th wedding. So
how lovely.
I've got video here. The bride is walked down the aisle by Jason.
Oh, too bad she's not running down the aisle.
It's a great idea, actually. And Jason is the masked killer from Friday the 13th. Even though, of course, we all know that in the original, it was the mother.
Spoiler.
That's a little late for that.
Still.
So they, like in this wedding that I'm looking at, they had a car that had a Jason mask attached to it, and then all the bridesmaids are wearing red dresses because Carrie. So you can go up there, and if you would go this weekend, there's going to be a meet and greet with a couple of the actors and actresses that were in the original movie.
The original Halloween?
Mm-hmm. They will, no, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
They will be dressed in character, and you can get pictures taken. They're also giving, oh my gosh, are you ready for this? a 3-hour trolley tour.
Oh, no, thank you.
It's $150.
Oh, that sounds awful.
And the actor and actress
will host it?
They're hosting it. So they'll take you from filming location to filming location.
Oh, no. No.
You're not interested?
3 hours. On a trolley? That's not going to be comfortable.
Are there going to be snacks?
Well, maybe you stop off at different places.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And then you can get food.
Also, the Friday the 13th, the local theater, they host both a marathon and individual showings.
Guys, this is their money weekend.
That you can
This is what they got to do.
Be a part of. The next Friday the 13th won't be until September of 2019.
Okay.
Is that true?
I guess.
Is it really going to take that long?
I thought we had 2 this year.
I thought so too. Maybe they're not celebrating it until then. But I can tell you that this is their big Blairstown, New Jersey. It's a big $150 trolley ride weekend.
If you woke up this morning, you're like, you know what? I really feel like a road trip or / trip to the airport.
A / trip? It's perfect.
Then you need to then head on over before the day's over.
Yeah, I can't claim to be super interested, and yet at the same time,
if you were there,
don't you think it'd
be interesting?
Don't you think it would be like, all right, sure, whatever, but the $150, that's a...
If that was free?
No, you know what? I'd pay as much as $15.
That's it?
Yeah, as much as $15. I might even go $20. It's 3 hours.
If there was food provided.
I mean, it's that or go see Skyscraper this weekend, so whatever.
You're listening to The Riot. Voted #1 morning show. Among toddlers aged 2 to 5. Among people with hearing problems. Among dogs who bark at loud noises. Among relatives of Obadiah. Among people who lie in surveys. The Riot, Radio U.
Nick blew my mind with something that he's been talking about in news this morning, and that is that Alaska's 2 final Blockbuster video stores are closing.
That's really something.
There were 3 Blockbuster videos left in the world.
And the 2 in Alaska were the most talked about, and I think there was even a Twitter account for it.
Well, no, see, there is a Twitter
account.
account.
Something?
There is a Twitter account I follow called Last Blockbuster. It's one of my favorite follows on Twitter because it's just
trolling.
Oh, yeah. It's just about a Blockbuster that's given up, and it's so funny.
But in Alaska, in certain areas, there would still be a limited amount of like broadband and internet speed and service for people just because of it being a frontier sort of land.
You know, they only got so much they can do.
So actual movie rental places, physical movie rental places still were around. It's caught up.
Yeah.
But there's still one left.
There is. It's in Bend, Oregon. And what messes with my mind is that my family used to live like 20 minutes from Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
So they lived in another city out there. That's Central Oregon. And we never go out there anymore because they live on the coast now. But it's just like, you know what? Road trip, guys.
You need to go.
We're going to the last Blockbuster. Okay.
And should Bend, Oregon be like proud or something?
I don't know. Maybe not. The problem for me with it is that yesterday on the show I was talking about how when the stuff that I'm really interested in, no one else is interested in. I really am dumb enough on vacation to be like, we're going to the last Blockbuster.
Yeah, but that's funny.
I know, but it's funny to us. But like my family and the people I know out there, they would be like, that's really dumb.
Why are you going?
Why don't we go fishing?
I don't know. Why do you guys still have it?
I'm just like, no.
We're going to go take a picture.
You can fish anywhere. We need a photo for our Instagram roll.
From the final
last Blockbuster,
well,
okay,
next time
guys?
You're near Bend, Oregon, you better hurry because it
can't have much time left.
It can't last forever. It's the
can't
last
have much
one.
time left. Oh, it's a bummer. So there was one in Fairbanks and one in Anchorage, and they're closing that. So, yeah, and they had what? Apparently, those Blockbusters were really
rogue?
Yeah. Like, for example, they had stuff on display. Here is the jockstrap worn by Russell Crowe in the movie Cinderella Man.
The one in Alaska?
That's right.
I guess.
Okay, whatever. Is that
movie memorabilia?
That jockstrap is what, right next to, I don't know, the candy?
What I want to know, though, is
it's in a display case.
And if anybody's in Alaska or listening, do they still have movie rental places or Redbox, or
maybe they have Redbox?
Is it gotten better to where on demand and just directly downloading is better, or is there still physical rentals? But Blockbuster's been so bad that even that couldn't last.
I don't know. Like, video stores are weird. I went to a Family Video.
I think that's all that's left. That's still a chain.
Yeah, they were the only place I could find. They rent 4K Blu-rays, and it was just like, really? There? I can come? And, like, they're not that expensive, and it seemed like a great idea until you realize, like, yeah, you go rent it, you have to take it back.
This is why I don't do that.
Like, all of those kinds of things. And I was done.
Well,
that was the end of that.
Yep.
Redbox, though, like I'm still Redboxing.
Well, that's because it's everywhere.
I know. Like, I rented something 2 hours from my house and returned it down the street from my house. That's the kind of stuff that's like, yeah.
That's what you need.
Perfect.
Ever grab milk right out of the fridge to pour in your cereal, only to realize that your stupid roommate left an empty carton in the fridge? That emptiness is nothing compared to how you're about to feel. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
So, Friday the 13th today.
Yeah.
And the Christmas in July thing launches. And there's one other thing happening that we haven't really talked about, but Nikki and I have really been looking forward to. Cypress Cove. That's in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee,
I just see
Florida.
it as Kissimmee. Kissimmee mucho.
You have such a way with the language.
Kissimmee, Florida.
Kissimmee.
That's down near Orlando, right?
Yeah, it's next to Orlando.
Yeah, okay, next to Orlando.
Just a heads up, if you want to be like in Orlando without the Orlando prices, you go to Kissimmee.
I've stayed there.
Yes.
Down there at Cypress Cove. Now, you guys no doubt remember that's the nudist resort. They're having an open house tomorrow.
Isn't it too hot to be
closed? Absolutely.
Well,
the people at Cypress Cove couldn't agree with you more.
I don't think suntan lotion could.
Well, I think you take a
sunblock,
a beach umbrella. No, you know what? I hate putting on sunscreen, even though I really need to.
Don't you do the spray one?
Yeah, but even that, like, man, I get naked. Do you know how much more real estate I have to cover?
Well, that's why I use the can.
Plus, with this stomach, there's all these folds, so I got to lift parts up and spray in.
Stop it.
I'm just saying that, that's a lot of real estate for me to have to cover, Nikki, and I'm just not interested. But they're having an open house this weekend, which is great because you can stop in, drop your drawers, and then the only thing they're asking is please bring a towel.
And be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
You think they have any, what's the terms? Looky-loos? Ever heard that before?
No, what is that? Like someone that just comes to see people naked?
Just to see what's going on. Like you're really curious, but you never join.
Oh no, that's totally me. But I'm just gonna go there, get naked, and have a good time. It's gonna be great. I'll probably get my nails done at the hair salon. There's a massage center, a boutique. What do you sell at a nudist boutique?
The suntan or the stuff.
Bicycle and golf cart rentals, a fully equipped gym. Hey. Gymnasium means naked room. Mm-hmm. So finally a real gymnasium.
Interpretation of it.
Plus there's a private beach with fire pits. Be careful. Be very careful. A sun deck, canoes, kayaks.
Oh, it's got everything. Is it free to join or how much is it?
Oh, no. You have to pay to join, but that's why it'd be a great opportunity for you to go ahead and join or go to the open house this weekend. So
we say this every time we talk about nudist resorts, which is not often. But if you're going there...
More often than you'd think.
Well, we even made our way onto a nudist resorts email list, which we had to unsubscribe from.
Somebody else signed us up for that. I know they did.
We're getting press releases and we're like, what is this? Just a reminder, you might be going and you think, oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. You'd be surprised who's comfortable being naked. You'd be surprised. Well, it's not necessarily like the model expo that you think it would be. It's just day-to-day, everyday persons.
Look, here's the deal. I don't want to be too crass about this, but in our capitalist society, there are people that are willing to pay other people to get naked for money, okay? There's money involved. These are the people that can't make money at it. They're just doing it for fun. You understand? There's professional nudity and amateur nudity.
There's ones that are purely comfortable with being naked.
So I just want to
And the two are not the same.
They're not the same.
Nope, different people.
I do want to close with this fantastic quote, Nikki. The open house is a great way to satisfy your curiosity and see just how much fun visiting our family-friendly nudist resort can be.
How is that?
Family-friendly? You know when they put nudity in movies, we have to make it rated R? It's like, which means it's not family-friendly.
But they're nice nudists.
Okay, well, they're trying to destigmatize nudity. Good luck with that. Though I think the idea of kayaking this weekend sounds great.
Basically, we're all in if there's clothing.
Yeah, but there's not. It's not even clothing optional.
Why don't
They're
we
like,
be
hey, if
the
you show
rebels?
up, you have to know. It's like if you're there, you have to be naked.
No, you don't. They can't make you.
I think so.
No, well, that's not America.
They'll ask you to leave.
No.
Because, then when you wear clothes to the nudist place, you make them feel uncomfortable.
What if you work there? Don't you have a work uniform?
No, I think you work naked, probably,
A
right?
lanyard?
Oh, yeah, like where do you put your badge? You can't clip it on? It must be a lanyard.
Remember, if you can just make it through the rest of the riot, then you can probably make it through the rest of the week. And through the next several months. And then it'll practically be Christmas. The Riot on Radio U.
Nikki, I hear that somebody made a purchase last night.
I did 14 something. I spent the money.
So was that after tax or before?
I think total.
Okay, because I'm thinking, wait, let's see. Luminous Remastered Switch. Nikki's getting pumped, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This is the song from the game, Shinin'. It's the first song in there. Let's see. I'm looking for the price tag on. So, Luminous Remastered is one of Nikki and I. Well, we love the original Luminous, and that's what this is.
It's like Tetris, but the music is even more of an emphasis, and you've got different skins. So when you're playing, your blocks change looks and shapes and colors and stuff. So it's way more. It's like hypnotic. It's crazy.
Are there words?
Yeah, for some.
Are there words in the game? Because I've never heard.
I don't know.
I'm skipping ahead.
I can't recall.
I have never noticed that there were words to this at all. I don't know. That's Luminous. Like, that's the first song that you play in it. It's called Shinin'.
When you start off. And then you keep playing. You can do, like you'll get 60 seconds. How many blocks can you clear? Or you'll have different challenges.
So it's $14.99.
And I bought it last night.
You did it, Nikki.
Thank you. I've had it for my phone for a year or so. And, I don't know why, but I never kept playing it on that. And then I used to have an old PSP a long time ago, and that's where we really had played it. And I think because the Switch mimics the style of the PSP, it just feels right.
Sure.
And so I played on my Switch last night.
Well, see, I used to have Luminous on the Xbox 360, and what I noticed is that on my TV, I basically didn't play it.
It's just not as great.
Yeah, but having it handheld... See, I could see myself falling into that hole really well.
I played for almost an hour yesterday, and for me, that's a really long time.
I can totally see that.
I know others could clock in some more hours than that, but at least for just starting off, that was great.
That's good. Last night I tried to play games, but it appears that the hard drive on my Xbox One X may be failing.
Oh no, another hard drive problem?
Yeah, but this time on the Xbox. So it's completely unrelated. What am I doing wrong?
What's the matter?
Why am I being punished? What have I done?
I don't know, but it's terrible.
Yeah, it's great. Whatever.
Oh.
It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine.
Something that's very specific because it's all against your hard drives.
We're all fine, though.
Okay. Maybe you can't touch my Switch.
I want to.
Well, why don't you bring yours in today? I thought you were supposed to.
You said I didn't need to. You said I could.
Yesterday we left it at.
You said I didn't need to. I could just play yours. That's what you said.
Let's go back. Yesterday you said, well, I might as well bring mine in.
And you were like, you don't have to. You could just play mine.
I don't recall that part.
You know what? There's a security camera in here. Let's wind back the footage.
You're like, hey, boss, can we see the footage? Why? What's wrong, guys? Well, she said, he said.
We need the next 20 minutes to watch between 8:50 a.m. and 9:10 a.m.
Yesterday.
Can we watch that? I believe that's when we were discussing it.
Well,
so
I thought you were going to bring yours in, and then we could challenge each other. But no, you need to at least spin a couple of songs.
See, the problem is, if you hand that Switch to me and I start playing it, it is a foregone conclusion
Are you gonna buy
that I am going to end up buying it.
Well, for only $14 and change, I mean, this isn't the worst. $14.99. It's not the worst.
All right. I'll think about it.
I told Obi, though, the big pain was that I've not played my Switch in a little bit, and I had changed my credit card since then, and I couldn't remember my Nintendo password. So it took a while to make said purchase.
Mm-hmm. I feel that pain. I do.
But then we were ready to go.
But it's going to be all right, Nick.
The worst of the riot. It's like Lucky Charms, but no marshmallows. Radio U.
Nikki, I just found this on YouTube.
What is it?
It's 10 hours of the Mission Impossible theme song. 10 hours.
On loop?
Loop.
Like, how's that not pulled down? Or, well, I guess it's just not monetized.
You know what? I don't understand. Half the stuff on YouTube I look at, and I'm like, wait a minute. What?
I mean, in fact, from us playing it now, we'll probably get a strike.
Right, even though it makes no sense. It drives me insane.
Mission Impossible, maybe, sometimes if you go deep into YouTube, there's these long stretch of songs and things to listen to, like if you go to sleep at night.
Yeah, oh, dude, I use them.
And that's basically what that can be.
So last night, there must have been a media embargo or whatever, but all kinds of reviews for Mission Impossible Fallout hit. And I got to tell you what, your not-so-favorite morning team is
both of
so
them
freaking pumped about that movie.
I'm glad it seems like the reviews are really good.
They're so good.
So
I read 2 reviews last night, and it's one of those things where I don't want to read about it, so I don't want them to tell me what happens, but I just kind of caught the opening and closing paragraphs to get their impression.
Yeah.
And they loved it, and
That's
so
all I
excited.
needed. That's all I need.
I'm so excited about it. And as I was looking at it, though, I am sure that there has been research done and there's like this psychological whatever, something somewhere that they figured out. But that movie doesn't come out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they give us reviews 15 days before that movie comes out.
Normally that does not happen anymore because they don't want you to hear any negative things.
I guess.
So the reviews tend to come out a couple of days before, but it means they're pretty confident about it then.
That must be it. But my thought...
it's so ahead that then you'll forget if you hear any negatives.
My thing looking at it was that when I got done with the 2 reviews, I was so pumped. I was like, man, I am ready. Let's go tomorrow. And they're like, let's go
in 2 weeks.
15 days from now.
Maybe it opens in different countries, though.
Maybe it does. I am sure that if Nikki and I were better educated on how to release your movie in 2018, we would probably know why. And as Nikki said, Marvel has been doing this. They always put their reviews out like 2 weeks in advance because Marvel has swagger because they're not scared of anybody. Justice League puts their reviews out the Saturday after it releases.
You'll see the difference in the movies.
You get how it works. But I just look at that and I'm like, guys, come on. Like, I'm pumped now. I'm ready now. Why do I have to wait 2 weeks?
Be patient.
All right, Grasshopper. Be patient.
I am very excited, though. Where will we be on opening day? At least for our country?
Here?
Probably. Until our appropriate time, and then we'll be in the movie theater.
After we'll go.
Did you know the Riot can help you see into the future? Every time Obadiah says he likes a show, impress all your friends by correctly predicting it will be canceled by the end of the year.
Canceled. What are you talking about? It's not funny.
Works every time. It's the Riot on Radio U.
I've never kept it a secret from you guys that I struggle with depression. And man, if you're somebody, look, I'm not talking about it rained today and I feel down. I'm talking about like clinical depression, like diagnosable, whatever. It's something that I really do struggle with. And, people mean well, but they're like, you got a demon, son. You're cursed. You got this. You got everybody's got an opinion. Like if you just exercise more, if you ate more apples, like I don't know. Everybody has like their thing. This is going to be
what they feel will be the cure all for it.
Right. So if you have depression, I would like to recommend talk to a friend that seems to understand. And if they don't, talk to a doctor because sometimes well-meaning people they make it worse. We'll just feel better. Think happier thoughts.
Like, that fixed it. Thank you.
Wow, guys.
Thank you.
It's really working. And you know what? again, people mean well. They just don't understand what they don't understand what it's like. So I get that. But here's something that, while depression is not good, this is something that it has absolutely taught me that is a great lesson for me, and I think it's a great lesson for you, is that your feelings aren't always telling you the truth. They just aren't. You know, you wake up, there are some mornings I wake up feeling really guilty, and I'll sit down and be like, okay, now what did I do? Nothing? Well, that's the problem. You know, whatever. It's like there's no reason. It's just a chemical imbalance for me. It's just not, it's just off. Like, I don't know why, you just do. Or, you know, you feel really bad about yourself or whatever it is. And it's like those feelings are not telling me the truth. And the great news is that whether you suffer from depression or not, if you woke up feeling that way this morning, I've got news for you. Like, your feelings could be lying to you. That thing inside you that says you'll never make it, that thing inside you that says you'll never be good enough, that thing that says no matter what, you're not going to be able to do that thing that you want to do or that dream that you have. You'll never have a good relationship. You'll never be good enough. I just want you to know that that's not true. And again, one of the things I've learned is what's way more important than how I feel about myself is what God has to say about me. And I'll tell you what Jesus says. He says that you're loved. He says that through him you are good enough. He says that he loves you so much, he wants to come and be a part of your day-to-day life and show you how to live. God loves you. And look, I don't care what you woke up feeling like. I'm not saying our feelings aren't important, but they can be terrible liars. And I want you to grab onto truth. You are loved by God. And one of the great things about God is that God is interested in, like I said, being a part of your day-to-day life. God wants to remind you every single day how much he loves you and how much he has a place for you in this life that is a good thing. If you don't have a relationship with God, you should. You should start one now. Say, Jesus, I want that. I want you to come into my life. I want you to fill me with your spirit. I want to learn the truth, and I want you to help me separate how I feel from what's true. Teach me how to live. And God is absolutely going to do that.
That feeling when you hear that every school in the state is closed, but yours? Now you know how we feel. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Yesterday, here in the United States, Build-A-Bear unleashed Pay Your Age.
If you were just trying to go to the mall yesterday, that wasn't happening. If your mall had a Build-A-Bear.
No. Everywhere, parents got called to war. And not just parents, Bear fans.
I know.
It was bad, Nikki.
It was super bad.
In fact, Build-A-Bears all across the United States yesterday shut down.
They shut down their promotion. They were doing Pay Your Age.
So they didn't close the stores, they just killed the promotion?
Well,
because the impression I got was that they were like, close the doors and run home.
Basically, they had such long lines, they could not, like, if you've ever been to Build-A-Bear, you go in, you build a bear. It's not like you walk in, pick it up off the shelf, and you walk out. It takes some time.
Well, you have to build it.
So the lines, you wouldn't be able to wait in line, get in before the store closed. They had ended the lines in the promotion.
It was a combination between a ration line, like in Soviet Russia, and just its very own Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Like, you saw Furiosa or whatever go, but it was crazy.
I don't know, like, if Build-A-Bear, people are mad.
Parents with strollers look like war rigs, belching flames.
It's battle rigs.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know, like, because Build-A-Bear really got, like, just steamrolled over yesterday online because they were supposed to have the promotion. I don't know what they expected.
That's okay, right there.
But
that was my thought.
That was not the response that I thought Build-A-Bear would have gotten because, yeah, you get, like, whatever your age is, but, I mean, it's not like you're saving that much money worth some people, they said, would be a 9-hour wait. Yeah. Like, that's more than things are open.
Well, you know, it's worth it because you're getting a built bear.
No, I drove past it yesterday, and I went around 3:30, and I thought, oh, okay, great. I like a bear. And it's, it's fine. I'll get one. And I just wanted to see. The road was shut down.
Yep.
There was probably a couple hundred people there in line. It was so hot in our area. So they had umbrellas and lawn chairs. I actually didn't see a lot of kids because I don't think you could have waited in that.
But the thing is, like, without the kids, the parents are paying their age, so they're paying like $40 for a bear.
They capped it out at $29, they said. So, like, if you were over $29 for parents, then you could still get it, I think, for that price. People were selling drinks and food to those waiting. Like, they really took advantage of it. But
it's a microeconomy.
If you look online, the videos from people waiting, crazy. So people got mad. Then Build-A-Bear said, hey, we can't do it. So what they finally ended up doing is providing a coupon if you're one of their Bear Club members, so you can go up through the end of August.
So you get, if you have to do it within the next like 2 days to register to get the coupon, right?
Before the 15th.
If you had never planned on going, but you're part of their whatever club, you can get that and use it. The thing about Build-A-Bear, though, is I've gone in and Build-A-Bear. I got my...
Everybody who dates goes and builds a bear. Like, that's that's a part of the dating process.
You know what it was? Is I actually got one for my grandma.
Oh, did you? Oh,
because
that's cute.
I don't think she quite got it. But like, I got her a bear, then I put one of those little voice things in it. So I would say, I love you, Grandma, and she could squeeze the hand and hear me say that. And so I made her a bear. But like, when you go in there, the bear's not the expensive part.
No, it's the accessories.
That's the cheapest part. And they're like, well, doesn't your grandma want a Batman bear? I'm like, no, I just want a bear. Like, what, you're not going to put a dress on it?
You know how, like, for Xbox and PlayStation, the console has a certain price, but really the money's in the games and the downloadable content? Well, think of, like, Bear Skates as the downloadable content. And there's a lot of money in it.
There is. I was like, look, guys, I want the freaking bear and the little voice recorder.
That's it?
That's all I want. You
want to put, like, the scent in? You can make it smell like bubble gum?
No. My grandma didn't need it to smell like bubble gum.
Aw, that's a dating favorite, too.
I didn't do that either.
So yesterday was a mess for Build-A-Bear. I want to go today and go see if there's anything left.
Oh,
how could they have had the stock?
I just imagine me working at Build-A-Bear and I'm just like, I quit. I'm out.
They must have paid them extra.
I'm out. You guys, I'm done. But okay, back to the idea of what did they expect?
Yeah.
When Build-A-Bear had that idea for promotion, like, what did they think would happen?
No one thought what happened would have happened. Like, they showed the big video was the Mall of America. The line went, I think, the whole length of Mall of America. The whole length.
And, you know, the other thing,
like,
too, though.
How's that? It's just a little off your thing.
The thing that I see is, like, if it had been, like, people that were like, I can't afford to go to Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
And I'm taking my kid there to get a bear, I would have been like, man, let those people up there. That's not who it was.
No, but
this was just like people rolling up in their Lexus getting in line at the Build-A-Bear.
That's kind of how it was.
Oh, man.
So anyways, that was the mess yesterday.
They don't have anything at the mall that I ever want enough to wait in line for.
I wouldn't even wait for an amusement park ride or like Disney. Nothing for as long as people were trying to wait. And then a lot of people, because they didn't close it down, they got mad because they waited hours and hours.
Wow.
And some got a voucher, some did not. So you just have to print your own.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if I got 4 hours in line and I walked out without a bear, I'm gonna be pretty unhappy about it.
I'm gonna leave you a message on the bear that I make.
Hey, I left you a little voice recording, guys.
Please push it.
Push this button to hear what I had to say.
Here's my critiques and criticisms of the day.
Worst of the riot, not enough? Not enough? Check the blog and all things Riot at riot.radiou.com.
According to the Center for Disease Control.
Yeah, the CDC.
They say that 50% of Americans are currently trying to lose weight.
Yeah, I think everybody's always trying.
50%. That's 1 in 2.
I'm surprised it's not higher than that. I'm sure someone's like, oh, no, tee, and they're just not telling the truth.
Meaning
they're lying on the survey.
They're trying to lose weight, but they're lying about it?
Yeah, probably.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weight's a sensitive subject. Not everybody wants to talk about it.
Well, it depends on when you catch me. Like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I should lose some weight. And other times I'm just like, look, they have cookies that has icing on both sides.
Like, I don't care.
I mean, if you ever ask me, do you want to lose weight? The answer's always going to be yes.
Well, yeah, but like
do
here,
I swallow this parasite? Is that how it works?
It's really hard because, one day you'll be able to say no to all the delicious treats. And then the other day it's like, oh, here, we're having cookie day. And it's very hard.
Well, you got to find a balance.
Yeah. No, there's not a way to make a balance with that.
I don't know. Cookie day, non-cookie day, just on, off. A day, B day, A, B.
That's our new diet.
All right. So they say that women are more likely than men to be trying to get into shape. Mm-hmm. I do think that our society is more forgiving to fat guys than it is
to women.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very unfair. The flip side is women can go anywhere in their jammies and it's cute. Whereas a man, if I show up in my jammies, what a slime ball.
You're lazy.
What's your problem? But girls show up in their jammies and their little fluffy slippers, and they're like, hey, it's cool that you stopped to get a pizza.
Yeah, but that trade-off is not fair. Because what if you feel fat in your jammies?
No.
So I think you guys still have it easier.
I don't know. I'll tell you what, Nikki, the pressure to maintain a Thor-like body is real.
You guys can just be, mostly muscular.
You know what? I feel like in our culture, as far as men are concerned, it's one
husky.
In our culture, it's one of two things. You're either the fat guy with the hot wife on the sitcom, or you're Thor.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of in between.
You're one of the
there.
Chris's.
Yeah, one of the Chris's. They also say that middle-aged people were more likely to try to lose weight than anybody else, and they categorize that as between the ages of 40 and 59. Also, the wealthier you are, the more likely you are to be trying to lose weight. The other interesting statistic is that even though half of America, ages 18 and up,
they're on a diet,
is trying to lose weight, they are exercising more, and as a society, we're getting fatter.
So what's wrong? Well, are we still eating way bad and it's not being fixed by the exercise?
We could be trying to out-exercise a bad diet.
Sure.
Or it could be that the half of us that are not on a diet are gaining so much weight that we're totally wrecking the averages.
The other, it's hurting the curve. Well, we have details from Baskin Robbins. Even if you're not near, if they're still around in a lot of places. I haven't seen one in a while, but this is why we have a problem with
Actually,
things.
Nikki, it's not just going to be about Baskin Robbins. I got a twofer for you.
Sure.
A twofer, because if you don't like ice cream, I've got the other reason you could be in the Fat 50 today.
What a great team. Like, hey, guys, go Fat 50.
I'm leading Team Fat 50 today. Get in.
The Riot.
They hate me. They hate you. They hate us.
Why else would they make us listen to the worst of the Riot? Radio U.
So how do you feel about a unicorn freak shake? I feel like we're not supposed to use the word freak.
Well, I actually, when I read the article, I was like, I didn't think that was supposed to be what we did. So Baskin and Robbins never got that message, and it's a judgment word, I think.
Maybe. Or they've got, this is what's happening. Baskin and Robbins are celebrating National Ice Cream Month, and they've got, three milkshakes. They've got the unicorn freak shake, which it is really something.
I can't tell if a freak shake is a term. So if you go
for them.
Yeah, not for Baskin and Robbins, but basically this is like an Instagram milkshake. If you've seen a couple of places in New York City and LA, and it's like a milkshake, but then it's got all the stuff piled on top. Mm-hmm. And there's quite a few places that are known for it where you go and you just go to get the pick of the milkshake. So Baskin Robbins is doing it. So I'm not sure if that's just the term where you have a milkshake for the unicorn one. It's topped with a scoop of cotton candy ice cream. It's crowned with Airheads rainbow berry candy stripes, Charms fluffy stuffed cotton candy, sprinkles and marshmallows, and a sugar cone stuck on the side.
I want the Oreo and cookie freak shake. That is a beverage that boasts a scoop of Oreo cookies and cream ice cream, hot fudge drizzle, a slice of Oreo cookies and cream polar pizza, Oreo pieces, and a sugar cone.
Yeah, why not?
And then they also have the Donut Shop Freak Shake, which is almond fudge ice cream topped with hot fudge, Dunkin' Donuts powdered and chocolate Munchkins donut hole treats, and a Dunkin' Donuts chocolate frosted and sprinkles donut.
So again, crazy milkshake because it's got hey, there's a donut and a cone on the side of it. So that's what this type of milkshake is. Doesn't it look good?
It does look
like
good.
a milkshake.
Oh, hey, I told you that we had two
More
things.
food news?
Yeah. So, like, it's National Ice Cream Month, but you know what else today is, aside from Friday the 13th?
What is it?
It's National French Fry Day.
Today? Oh.
What? National
Darn
French
it.
Fry Day, which means we should have some French fries.
So for the Freak Shakes from Baskin & Robbins, I will mention those are July 15th through July 31st.
So not yet.
Not yet.
Not until Sunday?
So coming up, and then the fry thing, National Fridays today.
The beautiful thing about National Friday is French fries are available everywhere. I mean, I could participate at any number of locations.
Waffle fry sounds good, doesn't it? Or a crinkle fry
I would love that.
with some sea salt on it,
What if we
lightly
did
sprinkled.
This? What if we did this? What if we headed on over? There are fry deals? McDonald's, Burger King, and Taco Bell all have deals on fries?
But I'm eating low carb and I can't eat fries unless someone has a fry
Nope.
that's made out of cauliflower.
Wait, hang on, Nikki. You choose not to.
I choose not to.
Which means that you can.
I don't want. No, I can say no. It's fine. It's just a holiday.
Okay.
All my stuff is made out of cauliflower now. Cauliflower mashed potatoes, cauliflower pizza, cauliflower rice. So why not? Let's make a cauliflower French fry.
No. No, I don't want that. I would like a French fried potato, please.
What, the whole thing?
I want it to be freshly sliced up and then dipped in oil. and
crispy, air fried.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just bust out the air fryer. I haven't done. Yes.
Today's looking quite good, isn't it?
Bring you that bag of French fries closer.
I know. You hate the Riot. Why are they on the radio?
Stupid. Yeah.
Honestly, we can't trust them with anything else. It's the Riot on RadioU.
One of the things that Nikki said to me off air that I feel like we're going to have to surface, we're going to have to let everybody else know. She was like, when this is over, I'm going to Costco.
Well, yeah, I need to go to Costco today.
Do you want to know something funny?
You have to go to Costco, too?
I also need to go to Costco.
And that's why you guys are always together.
It's true. Eric, one time I was standing in Costco and he texted me a picture of myself.
Yeah, because he was there, too.
And I was just like, what? So I'm looking at the picture trying to figure out where he was standing when he took it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. So, and you know what my plans are right now? I'm going to go to Costco for lunch, and then I'm just going to eat some pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah. You know, what is that? Like $2 for a slice that's bigger than you can actually eat. It's
And then
perfect.
if not, the hot dog deal, that's a good one. It's like $1.50
Oh,
and
I'm
you get
sorry.
a drink.
No.
You don't want the hot dog deal?
No more hot dog deal.
What do you mean? They're not
They're-
changing the hot dog deal, are they?
Yeah, it's going away. You didn't know?
Wait, the deal or like the hot dog?
The hot dog.
They're taking the hot dog away? Shh, stop it.
How could you not know this?
Wait a minute. They took the brat away. We had a brat, and I really liked the brat. Don't even lie over there.
Do you really think that I'm lying to you about it?
I don't know. I have trust issues.
Well, okay.
Costco,
Now, in
hot
fairness,
dog. Is it just regional, like different places or everywhere?
it's going
No, it's
away,
not.
Nikki.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Why would they do that?
So they could make room for an
Healthier items?
acai fruit bowl
We already have that one.
and an organic burger.
Oh, I can't. I can't even.
You know what, Nikki? The funny thing is that you're hard to keep
It's
up
an-
with because there's a time in your
It's
life.
an all beef hot dog. Their hot dogs are all beef. I
So?
like that.
Okay.
I don't like piggy hot dogs. Those are the ones.
Oh, you mean like the pig remnants they sweep up and shove in a tube?
Yeah, that's
those are the
not-
best tasting ones.
Wow, I need time to process this. So fans have rallied against the decision, and they're using the hashtag Save the Polish Dog. Oh, no, wait.
So wait, the hot dog stays, but it's I thought
Yeah.
the Polish dog and the hot dog were the same thing.
No, they're not.
Okay, so relief.
Oh, my gosh. I'm not like, it was cheap. I can have it without the bun, with a little onion. And I know you don't like onion.
No, I don't.
All right, so it's the Polish. I don't care about that. That can go away.
What's a Polish dog?
I don't know. I don't think we had that here. We used to have a brat. They got rid of the brat. They brought in chili. And then we have the acai bowl. And we have like a vegan salad. But I didn't know with the Polish hot dog.
Okay, so then apparently the hot dog stays, but the Polish hot dog goes away. I don't even know what that is.
You should
Seriously.
have had that, right? So that I didn't have to go through all that stress.
You know what? It was good for you, though. Your heart
Oh
beat
my
so
gosh, the
fast that
adrenaline was running.
You just burned all the calories that you're no doubt going to consume today. Because I know one thing's for sure. Now you're definitely
Now I'm
having
getting
a hot dog.
dog.
Because you're going to be like, no, I must have it.
Okay. All right. Well, we can just keep going now.
So it's okay then.
Yeah, I never had the Polish dog before.
Well, me either. So I guess we're okay. I'll tell you what, though, the pizza, I'm in.
Just afraid if we say we like it, it'll go.
No, they'll never get rid of the pizza because their lives will be on the line.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
Kiss-a-me. Kiss-a-me mucho.